beautiful, and welcome back to the Everyday Woman Money channel. I'm Letitia, the Everyday Woman Money Coach, and in today's video, we are going to be talking about budgeting. Now, if you've ever looked at your bank account and wondered, what happened here? Trust me, you are not by yourself. But guess what? One of the most human things we can do in life is start over. We're always messing up. We're always making mistakes. That's a part of life. So, in today's video, I'm going to walk you through how to reset your budget so that you can feel more in control of next week's spending without beating yourself up for what you cannot undo. I'm going to be using my free weekly reset budget template, which you can grab in the link below. Now, what is a budget? Now, you might be saying, Tish, I know what a budget is, but sometimes we define words based on how we feel, not necessarily what it means, right? It's just like the word diet. I say that, and if you're having, struggles in your food journey, then hearing the word diet feels restrictive, just like budget does. But the fact is budget, or the word budget, simply means the data that you took in versus what you put out, which in this case is money, right? The money that you brought in versus the money that you put out. That's all a budget is. Here's the thing that gives us that tightness or that anxiety when we hear the word budget. What a budget also does for us is it shows us if what we're telling ourselves about our future, about our goals, right? Whether it's buying a house or starting a side hustle or providing for your kids' college education. It tells us if the way that we're spending our money aligns with what we say we want in life. Is there some cognitive dissonance there, right? Is there something that's not quite matching, right? And you don't actually know that if you're not paying attention to it. So that feeling, that discomfort, is because it makes you hold yourself accountable to what you say you want. We can find ourselves as human beings in this space of feeling jealous, right? Of feeling behind, of feeling unlucky. But the truth is, sometimes, most times, our current state in life is because we chose to be there. And you may have said, well, how did I choose to be struggling with my money? It's because of whatever you did with the money, right? That's that's what happened. Now, what a budget can't do is it can't tell you why. That's another step that you have to take. And we do believe in that here at the Everyday Woman Money Space. We want you to feel that discomfort because we know that it's temporary and that it's a jump start to you taking control of your finances and not just sticking with, the basics of budgeting, but creating wealth because that's really what you want. When you are talking about college education, when you're talking about home ownership, you're talking about legacy, and that's really what you want. But you can't skip over the basics. And the basics is what's coming in, what's going out, and why am I making those choices if they don't align with where I say I want to go? So, that's what we're going to be talking about today. And I'm going to show you a tool that you can use for free to get you started. Now, I don't want to take up too much of your time because I could easily get on a soapbox, and I'm not going to do that. We're going to stick with budgeting. So, let's get started. All right. So here is my weekly reset budget template. Now, it is very, very simple, but one of the things that it does is, like I said previously, just a budget itself is just going to give you the information regarding your spending habits versus your income, right? But it doesn't actually tell you why. And a lot of what we're doing with our money is based on whatever it is that we're feeling versus our goals. That's where a lot of us struggle, right? So, the first thing I like to do before I jump into the reset is get all of my documents together. So that's going to be your statement, right? Maybe if you're like me, I still like pen and paper, even though I use a template. I do use the template, but then I also like to write it down. I love post-it notes. So I like making little sticky notes about, my why and reminders and due dates and things like that. But having this template puts it all in one space. So I like to use the template to I can always know that I can come back here and it's always going to be in this one location. Okay. And it's reusable because it's digital. Okay. So the first section is mindset reset. And this is where I want you to take some time to check in with yourself and see how you feel. Is this a good time for you to actually do this budget right now? Is there a lot of chaos going on around you? Do you have chores? Do you have dishes? Do you have kids playing on you? Maybe this isn't the time to sit down and think about your money just yet. You have to be intentional about this. And at the Everyday Woman Money space, we believe that this is a part of your self care. This is a part of how you show yourself that you love yourself and you want to take care of yourself now and your future self. Money is going to touch just about every part of your life. And so you have to be intentional when it comes to doing this. And you deserve some time to be able to be still, be quiet, set an atmosphere, right? Romanticize this and make it something that is going to feel good, right? All right, so check in with yourself. Make sure that you are in an environment and space where you can focus and that you have your tools ready. Now, section two is that weekly budget snapshot, and it's what's the money that's coming in versus what's due this week. And that's going to be your fixed expenses, right? So you have your rent, your cell phone, your water, those things that don't change every month, right? They are pretty much the same every single month. And then you also want to think about variable expenses. What normally comes up this time of year? Do you have an oil change that's coming up? School is about to start for most kids. Did you have to get school supplies, right? Do you have to pay any dues for clubs that your kids are going to be a part of? Those things are variable because they don't happen all the time, or variable meaning that the figure changes often. So that could be like in the summertime. If you have kids, your grocery budget needed to go up, right? Your light bill needed to go up, the budget for it. And so now that they are back in school, you can readjust those expenses for what it's going to be now that they're not using it all up. All right. Now, through this template, you are going to see things that are referencing single moms. And that's because that's who this space is created for. It's created for single moms and it's created for solo income women because that's who I am. I'm a solo income woman. I'm a single mom. And so we sometimes have different needs, different expenses that we need to account for. And I want to make sure that you know that you are talking to someone who is in that space that you're in. And so that's why you're going to see that throughout my channel, throughout any tools or resources, because that's who I'm talking to. Okay. Now, section three is our tiny wins tracker because life is not linear. Same thing with your money, right? You don't always have valley moments. You have mountaintop moments also. And I want you to take the time to count those blessings. So I gave you some examples of what a tiny win could look like. For example, did you take your lunch to work a couple of days of the week? Not every day, right? Did you do it one day? And you normally never do that. That's a win. this is something near and dear to me, okay? Did you ignore the half off candle sale at Bath and Body Works? Man, they are relentless, but it's so good. But if you said no this week, pat yourself on the back because I know how hard it is to resist those things. I'm such an aromatherapy girl, so I get it. But your future you is depending on your present you saying, you know what, that half off candle sale is going to come back around and I'll plan for it. But this week, I'm not going to do that. Make sure that you are counting your blessings and that you are also being realistic. You are not a perfect being, right? But you're also not a failure. So I want you to take the time to track those wins. All right, beautiful people, that's it. 3 simple steps to get you started. One template to house all of the information that you need, and on the journey to feeling so much better, so much lighter, and much more at peace with your money. And you deserve that kind of clarity. Now, there are 4 more sections on the template that encourage you to level up your awareness and provide you with resources if you find yourself in a particularly difficult season. So I hope that you check it out by downloading your free copy today. And I would love feedback. Let me know. Do you like it? Do you wish there was something different about it? Is there a topic or something you've been searching for that you have yet to find either explained in a way that helps you understand it better or helps you fit it in your life as it is now? Again, this space is created for single moms and solo income women. You do have unique needs, and now you have a space where you can express those needs without judgment, without shame, without fluff, right? Without condescension, but also solution oriented. All right. And this is a community. We have to help each other. And so I want you to know that I've got your back. And I hope that you keep coming back here for more and that you share with me also, because I'm a forever student and I love learning new tips. I get very excited about it. I love to share it. And so don't hold out on me either. Don't gatekeep. Share it with me too, you guys, because we're all in different seasons of our life. And I definitely want to make sure I'm not wasting your time. I'm giving you something that's valuable. Okay. So let me know in the comments, and also let me know if there's anything else that you would love to see. And stay tuned for more because I do have some more things up my sleeve. And I hope that you will enjoy them and find them useful. Until next time, this is Letitia, the Everyday Woman Money Coach, and I will see you next time. Bye.